Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go! At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set, 50. Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. He completes it to Jones. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you. Man.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
61, match box, lights.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yo, go, go. Look at me. Door. Meet them.
To throw again. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10, down at the 31.
Hey, lock it. Check 43. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check 50, check 50.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Get it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey!
Motion. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
AQ Gator. Come.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
Let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, check 24.
Shoot.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike spot 4. I'm coming.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Nifty move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Off-play action. Fields. Jones has it. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. These two teams all tied after one. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw. Fields. And that's caught by Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Alpha!
Mike 56! Mike 56! Focus, defense, focus!
Now!
Motion!
Blue draw corkers!
Switch!
Smooth!
Check 4!
Off the play fake. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Big grip!
From the gun, Lawrence. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. This is the tight end, the Joker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Here we go.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
General West.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
65.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 27.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Switch up. Hey, watch.
Ready.
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. And he fires one, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game. Throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Greystone, travel.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Ship.
Snap.
On 4th down, Lawrence. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw. Fields being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's in for the 49ers score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Look, squeeze. Leo.
Check. Fresno. Whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And it's caught. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From a yard out, as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st down, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Barkley. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Tight next 3. 218, chopper.
Check nickel.
They go.
To throw again, Lawrence. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone and able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Switch gears.
Ready?
They'll run with Elliott. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Bravo.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40.
Yeah.
Me. I got this. Hey, watch that.
Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
54. Coming. Right there.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Kill. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check the backer.
Big river.
Here's Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. High 7.
That's what I do.
2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike's by 4.
There. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. He's going to go up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Barkley. And some space here. And running with power here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Under 10, 10.
Hey!
I got him. Right there.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 24 yards.
Check 26, check 26.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Match box, white.
54. Mike 54. Let's go, Abby.
Hey, Delta.
Tell me what you got. What you got?
Recon, 132 fighter.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Right there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, LA. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
91 is the mark. We want this. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Off play action. Fields. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Fields. This complete to Jones. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. Back now in Los Angeles, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got blocked, man. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go. Zoom. We got to step it up.
To throw again. Lawrence. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Spuds.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. On first down, Lawrence. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
On first and 10, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Good track. Check.
You draw Corker.
Check three.
Go out.
Wide. Get wide. Out. Check.
Topper.
And that'll set him back 5.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
3 buns.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Back to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, remember the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Off the play fake. Fields. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On third down, Barkley, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch. Which hands first and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
General West.
Jam, 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 jam.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
56. Mike's 56. Here we go, let's bring it.
Now.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Smooth. Go, Jackrabbit. Come on,
he's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now third and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Ready.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Protein spell.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Five.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
61, matchbox, light. Yep.
Mike 56. Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on, boy.
Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Look at me, zipper. Get it.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Wahoo!
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on, baby.
Go.
He'll look to throw. And he will get in. The two-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Fields. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fields completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for San Francisco, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.